Hello and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender Show. I'm Man Lee, your host for this evening, and as they say, every other evening when I haven't got guests, I suppose. Anyway, we've got to start the show on a very, very tragic note indeed, and everyone is aware in grassroots football of young Jordan Banks, who was struck down by lightning on just the other day in Blackpool when we had the day of the storms. What a tragic thing to happen. Our heartfelt sympathy go out to all the family, all the friends, all the coaches, all his football friends, the teams, the leagues he's played with, the coach. I can imagine just how devastated the coach will be as well. Words can't express just how much sorrow that we have, and we're on Merseyside here as well. And whoever came up with the idea of 9 footballs to display, to show respect to Jordan, I think it was an absolutely superb idea. And I just see everyone on social media posting 9 balls, 9 footballs, so well done to everyone. But it just shows you that's a message to all the family, that we are thinking of you, even here at Merseyside. We're all devastated. We just don't know what would happen. One of our own children. It's just an unbelievable, sad loss. And I think we're just expressing our sympathy the best way we can. And people are calling for a minute's silence, 30 seconds of clapping hands this coming weekend. I think that would be a lovely gesture towards the family as well, and maybe get some on social media just to show them that, you know, Jordan is in their thoughts as well. It's great when the grassroots family come together, pull together as one, and just show their respects. And I'm sure everyone will take up that idea of a minute's silence or 30 seconds of clapping hands this coming weekend. Again, we'd just like to say our deepest sympathy to all the family and friends, the football team, the coaches of Jordan Banks. Okay, we have the return of grassroots football this Saturday, Sunday, and as we just said there, it'd be nice if teams could just do a minute silence and maybe a 30-second clap all this weekend, because with the football family, it's what we're all about. So if we can get onto that, that'd be absolutely fantastic. And tonight we have young commentators. They are back. I'm not too sure how many we're going to have here, so we're going to use the 2 officers, and then we're going to talk away to the youngsters and see what plans they have. They loved it last week. They were on top of the world. Yes, you may have seen 1 or 2 shy, just getting used to it, looking, not knowing what they're doing, realising they're on camera, they're on podcasting, and you go in your shell. We all done it. This is what we do. The confidence just builds and builds and builds. So I expect over the next few weeks you're going to see a lot of confidence coming out of the youngsters as well. And I want to portray a lot of thanks basically to the National Lottery for helping us over the years. They've been absolutely fantastic. We've got our Welcoming All project, which is the young commentators, which is on there, and other projects that we've done. And if you look around, well, obviously I won't be panning the camera out, you know, this is the result of being able to do something. Yes, we're volunteers, we're a community interest company, and it gives you the incentive to carry on and do things within the community. And we can do this. We can portray our messages across to you. We can get the messages across to grassroots football. We have our microphones, we have our podcasting microphones, we have our camera that you're looking into, or looking at me from, and we've got a lot of handheld microphones as well, and the equipment that you see here is just unbelievable. This is what we've built up. Thank you very much to the lottery, the National Lottery, who've helped us. And you know, when you take stock of things and you look and you say, without them, team, I do the lottery week in, week out, and you know what, I honestly, this is what I'd do. If I won the lottery, I would give every penny back to that National Lottery, and I'd ask them to distribute that amongst my friends in Merseyside who have really struggled with the teams in the communities. That would be my dream. I've got to win the National Lottery myself yet, so maybe the Euro Millions, maybe the lottery tonight, I don't know. But that's what I'd love to do, and it'd be fantastic because they've helped me, and I'd like to put it back to the communities. And I am putting it back to the communities because we're doing all kinds of projects. They're ongoing since we first had our grant. We haven't stopped. We've carried on every single project, and we've been established for 18 years. And I think it's absolutely fascinating what we've done, and we want to work closely. We want, do you know, I'd love a full-time job out of this, I really would. But for 18 years I've been saying that, and I just can't get one. And it's been real privilege being volunteer, getting volunteers on board, meeting companies, getting the football people on board. We've got all the top brass on board. Everyone has followed us, and that is all due, and thank you very, very much, to help us portray it, to help us push it to the National Lottery. You know, when you sit back and you think and you go, it's whoever come up with the National Lottery, absolutely fantastic. Gives us a chance to win millions. Never win it, obviously, but people out there have done it. And also the community funding, it all goes back to help out. What more could we ask for? This is what we want. It's on our doorstep, it's there. And I know there's plenty of people who don't do the National Lottery because they just can't afford it. I can't afford it, but I'm living in hope, and one day that I'm going to win it, and I want to do more good if I possibly can to our communities. And that is what being a volunteer, I suppose, is all about. But we have, honestly, we've established ourselves very, very well indeed. And we've got these projects, as I said, just mentioned Young Commentators, our latest one. Through COVID, we've done Zoom. Now we're getting them into the studio. We're doing workshops with them, and we want to attract more. I want to more people involved in organisations. I want to bring their kids, vulnerable children, who want to have a go at something, who are losing interest, losing the confidence. We want to rebuild it, and we can do that because there's people coming on board with us now that have never been on board with us before, and it's brilliant, and I can't knock that. I think it's a massive, massive achievement, and once again I'd just like to thank the National Lottery for all their help, indeed, for helping us to progress, and we want another 18 years out of this if we possibly can. Hopefully we'll get more funding, hopefully we can do more ideas, because we've still got loads and loads of more projects to do, and we've been talking to other organisations that could generate some revenue towards Don't Cross the Line as well, and that could help us save and put in for lottery grants so other people can then go into lottery grants. And you know, I think you know where I'm coming from. I just want this to be the most popular thing, and I think it is. I think we've been established well. We've got all football's governing bodies on board, as I say, supporting us every single year with our Respect programme. Don't Cross the Line, that continues with all the work that we're doing to keep referees within the game. We want to keep the children playing. We want to develop skills of the referees, the children. We want to do our workshops with our PowerPoint presentations. We want to get the kids in to tell them what they expect of them. We have our summer camps. That was going ahead as well. We done that last year just before lockdown. Lockdown did affect a lot, we know that. And it's put us all behind, and it's confused us all, especially confused me. And it's just made me work that little bit harder through it and away from it as well, to build. And I've got brilliant ideas, and I've got hopefully some counsellors on board who've worked with us really, really well over the years to see what we're doing, to come in for podcasts and to interviews. We've got managers coming in, we've got teams coming in. We want to portray your message, we want to get your message across as well. And we've got, as I say, football's governing bodies coming in to do interviews. We've got them all lined up. And with our Young Commentators, our latest project in the National Lottery and the government funding, you know, we've got celebrities who are going to be interviewed by our young projects, our Young Commentators. This is what it's all about, getting these kids to develop their skills as well, giving them the confidence. And I can't wait for that to happen. And the celebrities are all lined up, believe me. So thank you very, very much indeed to Wayne, who's been an absolute treasure. We're on the phone every single day. And we're sort of getting ourselves together and looking at what we can do in the future and build the future together as well. Now, you may have noticed I'm feeling a little bit shattered because I'm thinking in 2 days' time I'll be trying and attempting the marathon run, 26 mile from Warrington to Liverpool. A run for charity. We're trying our very, very best to finish it. It's going to be tough, it's going to be hard. I've trained for something like 7-8 months plus, and I still don't feel any different. You might look fitter, but as soon as I start running, the sweat's pouring off me, I really want to do this. This is my goal, to do this, and take a step back and then concentrate on what we're doing, our projects with inclusion as well, inclusion football. Some great volunteers have got on there. We've got our football pitches all ready to go, but we want to get this run out the way first on Sunday. And I'll also be writing for the newspaper. Don't know the name of it yet. That'll be on board with us soon, very soon. I've got a meeting with the editor of that one, and the reporter who's going to do a nice story on us about the run, about our updates of what we've been doing with the National Lottery, what we've been doing with our projects, how we're getting the kids on board. We want to attract more and more kids if we can. We want to attract more presenters. That is a major thing. And do you know what? I can't thank our volunteers enough, putting their time and effort in for nothing. What more could you say? I've got the best volunteers in the world, and I know most of you out there as well want to jump on board and help us through these projects. And you know, we can't wait. With all the clubs on board, River Juniors, Quarry Green, Kirby Town, fantastic JFC, Kirby that is. We honestly, we're just building up reputation. Lostock Hall, Preston, Sheffield and District Junior League. Wow, these are all the people who are on board with us. These are the people that we're going to bring together and develop something that's really unique to help all the kids out there in grassroots football and beyond, in any sport and activity if we possibly can. But I need to get this run out of the way on Sunday. My physio's let me down. He's fully booked up, so I didn't get the workout that I was expecting. I needed it. That's going to be a little bit harder indeed to do this run. I've only got up to 13.1 mile right the way through the training. Oh, I just don't know. I'm going to give it my all with the other runners, fellow runners, the two Pauls, Paul Rudkin and Paul Cochran, who are going to be running with us. And we've got Chris O'Sullivan, who's driving with a couple of volunteers, Colin Fulton, Colin Hunt. There's a couple of more volunteers coming on board to help us out and hopefully get us through the biggest achievement of our lives, I'll tell you. Paul Rudkin has done marathons before. Myself and Paul Cochran just ain't. We've done the half marathon by ourselves. That's just, I don't know, is that anything special? And I just worry about my legs giving way. Paul's legs, Paul Rudkin, he'd be great, he'd be guiding us through it. We just need support, and we just need your support. So on our travels, we're coming from Queen's Drive. We're going from Warrington right the way through, from Dovecot, Queen's Drive, Huyton. I'm doing it all in different ways. So it'll be obviously from Warrington, we'll be coming through Huyton, Dovecot, all those places. If you're there or you're out and about, please just give us a clap, spare us on. And if someone's got a bucket with it, just throw a little bit of loose change in the bucket for us, please. We try to raise as much as we possibly can, and that's what we'd like to do. The coverage that we've done hasn't been as good as what I could have done. I know that, I apologise for it. I've just been so busy doing other projects. The time has just been taken off. It stressed me a lot. And yeah, I'm going to be up for it. I just hope I'm fitting well and I do everything right the days before, because it's going to be the toughest, as I say, job of my life and achievement of my life indeed. But as I say, we really got to work hard for it. I've done me running. I've done me nearly 3 mile last night. I think I've done 5 mile on Monday. You've got to ease down apparently the week before the run. You can't do as much because your legs will just give out. I just hope I haven't done too much already. And I've got to be eating my carbs, and all I've been doing is having a cup of tea and a few biscuits, and I've been forgetting my dinner, and I forgot it again today. Dear me, I've got to eat well. Tomorrow, maybe just cereal, I don't know. People are telling me to eat this, eat that, and to be honest, I don't want to be stopping going no toilet when I'm doing a 26 mile run. So I may have a few jelly babies, and I've got a few of these health bars, whatever, Revies. Has anyone heard of them? If you just Google them, you'll see all the athletes are using them when they're doing marathon runs. It's supposed to give you energy. I took one not so long ago and I was balking. I just don't know whether they're going to work on me because I'm so bad. And the heat, if it's hot, I really crave. Ooh, I worry. I just need cold because I start sweating after about 5-10 minutes anyway. And after last night's run, or what day are we in? Wednesday night's run from the 3 miler, I done it in just on 30 minutes, just on 3 mile. But I ran and ran. The heat was tremendous. The sweat was pouring off me. It was like a dripping shower. That's the way it was. I must have lost some weight. I don't know why I managed to do that, but I'd done it Monday and then Wednesday, so it was just like a 3 miler and a day in between of rest. I just hope I've done enough. I hope my feet hold out, because I've been getting aching feet after 13 mile and they really are sore. I've got another 13 mile probably on top of that one. I'm just hoping I don't get blisters, and I've plastered my feet with Vaseline. People have been telling me that. Whether I'm going to be slipping everywhere, I don't know. But I hope you wish us luck. I hope you can come out and support us. We will be part of the route. We're going through Jeffrey Humble, and we decided to run round the pitches, and not the grass pitches, just to run round. If you're there, if you got your game, just give us a round of applause. And if there's anyone with a bucket, put a bit of change in for us, please, because we will not be carrying the buckets. And please forgive me if I don't talk, because we're on the home run then, and it's going to be really, really hard. I might even look at you and you'll just see I've got to have real total concentration. I can't have conversation unless I'm feeling good, unless I really do feel as if I'm going to do. But that is a very, very tough run then, because Rice Lane, I've got to face that, and I can't stand that run. For some reason, it seems to get me no matter what. It hits me by Sainsbury's, it goes all the way uphill, and then I don't know what it is. It really, really affects me hard. So I'm hoping I can push myself through that one, because it'll be for the last time, and that's what I'm going to try and talk to myself through. Just hope I can do it. Just hope I can do it. Please get behind us, no matter where you are. Get your team out, applaud us and support us if you can, because it's the toughest achievement of my life that's coming ahead. We start at 8 o'clock on Sunday morning from Warrington Town Hall, and we finish it, I don't know, at Liverpool Town Hall. And I've got a counsellor seeing what he can do to help us, if he possibly can. He'll have a think. But it would be nice to finish that run and meet some counsellors. And we've got a young singer, Jamie Wooding, I think his name is. I think he's going to be at Liverpool Town Hall. Okay, there's only 3 of us, but do you know what? That will make me sing and dance if I achieve this with the other 2 lads as well. Looking forward to it. Not looking forward to it. And I know Chris O'Sullivan, who's driving the van, is turning around and he's telling everyone that he's told them that he's doing a marathon. He's doing a marathon on Sunday and he's looking forward to it. Oh my God, what about us? Well, he's the one who's looking forward to it, I assure you. I apologise for this, because I'm strapped up with my hernia, and I'm going to have to strap myself well up for that one, because that's another achievement if we get through that as well, with no aches and no pains. Really looking forward to it. And, well, I'm not looking forward to it, but it's got to be done. We've been putting it off, and that was only the simple reason that a lot of runners were sick and couldn't do it, or they just haven't been bothered running. And now it's down to 3, from 10 to 3. So I don't know what we're going to do with the other t-shirts there. Sickness has prevailed, I suppose, and keeping them out of it. And we could have just keep putting it off. We'll never get it done. So while I'm feeling okay, I've decided to do it, and thankfully I've got another 2 runners. Up to now, we've got, a day to go. Wow. Saturday tomorrow, I'm going to have a big meal tonight, and then I'm going to ease tomorrow, mollycoddle myself, do some stretches, shower, loosen the body up, try and have an early night if I can, try and get some sleep, because I know I'll be worrying, and put everything out of my head and just hope that we achieve this marathon this coming Sunday. But we'll talk about that a little bit more tomorrow, if you don't mind. In the meantime, we've come to the end of our show. I'm waiting to welcome our young commentators. Hopefully we can discuss the marathon run if they'd like to, and we'll see what that brings for Saturday or Sunday's show. But in the meantime, I appreciate you and everyone tuning in. Please support us. Don't forget, if you can, tomorrow, a minute's silence or a 30-second clap before your match commences, and the referees will start the whistle there to commence that one, no doubt. Okay, we'll be back again tomorrow, hopefully 7 o'clock. If not, it could be a little bit earlier. In the meantime, from myself, Mal Lee, and all the team here at the Grassroots Show, Don't Cross the Line and Respect programme, have a great evening. Look after yourselves, put your feet up and relax, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.